Hi there and welcome to Session 2 in the Fit to Function series. Fit to Function is a series of short indoor activity sessions which focus on the promotion of functional fitness and where the sessions become increasingly more challenging as the series progresses. There are 3 parts to Session 2 as follows. Firstly, we'll revise some of the information we outlined in Session 1 around our understanding of functional fitness and the format of a Fit to Function session. And finally, we invite you to join us in an activity session which has a mix of seated and standing activities and is a step up in intensity from Session 1. Functional fitness is defined as the fitness required to easily manage the physical demands of daily living. And in Session 1, we explained that there are 4 key components to functional fitness as follows. Firstly, we need to maintain range of motion in our joints for activities like bending, twisting, leaning and turning. Secondly, a good level of strength is required for activities that require lifting, carrying, pushing and pulling. Thirdly, a high level of aerobic fitness is desirable to enable us to hurry and scurry, to climb steps and stairs without getting out of breath easily. And finally, in order to maintain a confident and independent lifestyle, we need to maintain a high level of balance and coordination. And so, each of our Fit to Function sessions include activities to promote all 4 components. Each session will last approximately 20 to 30 minutes and follow the format outlined on the screen. We'll always start with range of motion exercises to loosen your joints. This will be followed by a series of more energetic exercises to challenge your aerobic fitness. We'll do a series of exercises to strengthen key muscles in your body. We'll do a slot of activity to challenge your balance and your coordination. And finally, we'll always finish with more range of motion exercises in the form of stretching. And the only piece of equipment you'll require is a strong, sturdy chair which we'll use in different ways to add value to the sessions. Before we begin Session 2, we'd like you to carry out 2 safety checks for us, please. Firstly, yourself. Are you feeling well and up to doing a short session of activity? Are you well geared up, wearing comfortable clothing and appropriate footwear? And finally, are you well hydrated before you start? And now the chair. It should be a strong, sturdy, armless one. And it should be lap level. That is, when you sit on it, your bottom should be as high or even a little higher than your knees. And as we outlined in Session 1, your sitting position is extremely important. In this regard, we'd like you to move your bottom to the front of the chair, please. Place your 2 feet forward and then shoulder width apart. And finally, raise your shoulders, roll them back and lower them down so that you're sitting tall. So if you're good to go, we invite you now to join us for Session 2, starting with a series of range of motion exercises to loosen your joints. So raise your hands to shoulder level and mobilize your fingers by opening wide and closing tight. Don't forget your thumbs. So moving now to your elbows, open your arms and tap your thighs and close your arms by tipping your shoulders. Slight change now as we open the arms all the way down. Moving to your shoulders now, place your hands on your thighs and shrug and lower your shoulders. Slight change now as we circle the shoulders forward 8 times. Now making sure your feet are forward, place your hands on your thigh, sit tall and lean out into that space in front of you. Sit tall, head up. Okay, we're changing from leaning to twisting now, so raise your 2 hands in front and then twist to your right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center. It's hip time now, so start with your right leg and tap your hip out for 4 and in for 4. We'll repeat 4 times. And now the left. Switching to the right again, use your hand to lift your leg up and out and lift it back in. Lift it up and out and in. Changing to your left. Mobilize your right knee by placing your heel forward and your toe back under you. Switch to your left. And finally, let's loosen your ankles by tapping your heels. And now, swishing them left and right. So you continue to swish your heels as we explain the next section. It's the aerobic slot, where the music speeds up, we rev things up, and things become a little bit more interesting. Okay, enough of the swishing. Place your hands on your thighs, please. Push forward and up to your feet, and let's get in tune with the music. Let's get those arms and legs going. For the first energizer, we tap alternate heels forward and begin to push our hands forward with it as well. Okay, we're back to arms and legs again, but this time let's give it a little bit of oomph. Our second energizer, we raise alternate knees and bring our arms into the action also. Back to arms and legs with a little bit of oomph. It's heels and hands time, but give it a little bit of welly. Arms and legs. Raise the hands and raise the knees. Power walk. Raise those arms and hit those heels. Okay, you know the drill, so you're on your own for the next 3 minutes. Last round of knees. And last round of heels. For the last minute, slow things down and take a breather. And so to the strengthening section. Now, best results are got when strengthening exercises are done slowly in both directions. So the music is going to slow right down, and we invite you to stay with the pace. With your feet shoulder width apart, place your hands on your thighs and use your arms if you wish to squat down onto and up off the chair. We'll repeat 8 times. To breathe out on the upward part of each exercise. Okay, last one. This time as you sit forward in the chair and then place your hands to the side, raise your arms to shoulder level and lower again. Please note the slow pace. And breathe out as you raise your arms. Now after you raise your arms, place the backs of your hands on top of your shoulders and push skyward and lower. And breathe out on the up. And now slowly lower your hands onto your thighs, head up, rock forward and up, and down, and continue. Now switch your focus to your right knee, very slowly raise it and lower it. Again, stay with the slow pace. Breathe out on the up. Continue to sit tall, away from the back of the chair. Now change to the left knee. And now place both hands on your thighs, head up, rock forward, and a few squats to finish. There you go. Bet you're glad that's over. Continue to step and relax for a few moments as we move into the balance section. In session 1, we challenged your balance and coordination by doing some clapping and slapping activities. In this session, we're going to change focus to shift and lift activities. Enjoy! So start by placing your feet slightly apart, soften your knees and feel the weight on both feet. But now shift across onto your left leg, feel the weight and slowly lift the heel of the right foot off the ground before lowering it again. And then shifting your weight across onto your right leg. Slowly lift the heel of your left foot off the ground, lower it again before slowly shifting the weight to the other side. Continue to shift and lift. Now we're going to add slightly to the challenge. So after you shift across, slowly lift the heel. And now if you can, raise the foot off the ground, just as much as you're comfortable with. Hold it briefly before putting the toe back down, then the heel, and then shift across. So lift the heel, raise the foot and hold. Lower to the toe, lower to the heel and shift across and lift the heel, raise the foot, back to your toe, down to the heel and shift and lift and raise and lower the toe and heel and continue. And so we move on to the final slot in this session, which comprises some stretching exercises to improve your range of motion. Sit yourself to the very front of the chair, place your 2 feet forward and apart, shoulders up, back and down, and sit tall. So place your right heel forward, place your 2 hands on the opposite knee, sit tall and lean out. Feel the stretch up the back of your leg. Hold this position and breathe gently and relax. Change legs. Heel out, hands on the opposite knee, sit tall, lean out until you feel a stretch. Hold that position for a few seconds, breathing gently. Change again. Heel, hands, sit tall, lean, feel the stretch, breathe. Relax. Change legs. Heel out, hands, sit tall, lean, feel the stretch and breathe. For the second stretch, sit to the front of the chair, place your 2 hands behind your hips, push your 2 elbows backwards towards each other and push your chest through. Feel the stretch and breathe. Relax. Again, place your hands on or behind your hips, push your two elbows back towards each other and push your chest up and out. Feel the stretch and breathe. And relax. One more, you're on your own. Now our last stretch is a slight variation on the first. So one more time, place your left heel forward, but now pull your toes back towards you before you place your hands on the opposite knee and lean out. Feel the stretch down at the bottom of the back of your leg. Breathe, relax and change. Heel out, toes back, hands on the opposite knee, lean out, feel the stretch and breathe. Relax and try one more each side. So well done, we hope that you enjoyed that. And before we finish, let us remind you again of the various sections we've just completed. We started with a series of range of motion exercises to loosen your joints. We challenged your aerobic fitness with some energizing activities. Then we strengthened key muscle groups with a range of strengthening exercises before doing some shift and lift stuff to improve your balance. And finally, we finished with some stretching exercises, again to improve your range of motion. And while each session in the Fit to Function series will follow the same format, they will become increasingly more challenging. But as you feel the benefits, we hope you'll continue to join us.